in that losers quarterfinals matchup.
Yeah, so this is actually the first time we're seeing Kouhai on the main stream today, but I'm glad that we are getting what is sure to be an explosive set. You know, the lightness of a character like Pichu, I think, would otherwise lend well to a lot of the Luigi starters, and I would say that if Pichu were not so tiny.
Yeah, like definitely the smallness and the fragility of Pichu will have to be a factor that Kouhai has to watch out for going up against Pizza Ant's Luigi, because we've seen them pull off some really crazy combos, especially like just like right out of the gate to kind of start things off. So it's definitely something that Kouhai is going to have to be cognizant of, but can still take advantage of the fact that Pichu is just absolutely explosive with his damage and might be able to kind of take a surprise stock of his own in return.
Yeah, and it looks like we are going to be getting started now, and Small Battlefield seems to be the stage pick of choice. But going to be getting started, it does look like a dash attack coming out pretty quickly into the fair, and actually Pizza Ant finding a whole lot off of this starting, and the Zaire is coming out as well, trying to interrupt Kouhai's return to stage, but sitting in shield for a little bit, not going to be to Kouhai's deficit just yet, as they are able to get a lot off of these combos. Going to be trying to even up the percentages as much as possible, but 82% is a lot when you are a light character and almost dying to the dash attack right there.
Yeah, seeing the kill sparks in that dash attack is a little bit scary, but Kouhai is able to survive and get back to stage, and is able to respond by racking up some damage onto Pizza Ant there. A good Thunder Throw is actually able to intercept the green missile, but the Cyclone there, that will take the first stock here off of Kouhai, but not after Pizza Ant takes a decent amount of damage of their own. And now Kouhai is going to have to look to seal out the stock before too much kind of starts slipping away from him.
Yeah, Kouhai just going to be playing a lot off stage, and that is definitely what you want to be doing. And that spike actually coming out from Pizza Ant in order to get that stock. But so quickly as they come, Pizza Ant actually going to be able to close it out once again, and now has an entire stock lead.
Yeah, that was such a quick response there from Pizza Ant, just giving Kouhai absolutely no time to kind of recover and try to reset the neutral, get control of that center stage. So yeah, Kouhai sitting here with that whole stock lead, as you said, is definitely going to be a nice little push in. Ooh, yep, the upbeat, that's going to connect on the sweet spot, and that's going to just, Pizza Ant just taking game number one, you know, like firmly grasp it and just yanking it out of Kouhai's reach.
You know, anytime that it seemed as though Kouhai were starting to return with regards to like being able to get back up percentage-wise, there was Pizza Ant just waiting in the wings with a quick response. It was a fair to close out that other stock. It was just like a quick upbeat like that we saw. So yeah, just really not giving Kouhai any room to breathe nor any real advantage.
Yeah, and we're gonna see Town and City come out here for game number two. That's the first time we've seen it today, so it's definitely an interesting pick coming out here from Kouhai. But so far, it has been working out to his advantage, able to kind of keep things nice and even here at the start of game number two. Actually looking to quickly respond to game one with a KO of his own to start this game out. Ooh,
Yeah,
able to dance around. Yeah.
careful with those moving platforms, but Kouhai still really looking for this stock. So close to doing so, 104% definitely doable if Kouhai can recreate an offstage spike like we saw previously. Pizza Ant though, bobbing and weaving, but not able to avoid enough. Not quite that stock just yet, but 145% very close, and being able to shield the side B from Pizza Ant, really good for Kouhai, but the up throw into the lightning bolt is going to be what takes that stock.
Yeah, and that was a great punish on the Cyclone there that Pizza Ant threw out. Kouhai able to get the shield there, was able to respond with that grab into the up throw Thunder. And now Pizza Ant's trying to. Oh, okay. Kouhai's. I looked like you were trying to go for a grab on the platform as it went away. So a little bit of cheesiness there, but Pizza Ant able to fall off that platform just in time. And oh no, we might be seeing another quick stock here coming out. Oh my god, Pizza Ant just flipping the lead on its head. Now he's the one with the stock lead.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, Kouhai just really not allowed to get a lead whatsoever. Pizza Ant has been so oppressive with a lot of these advantages. Still, looking for anything that they can, the Cyclone coming out in order to interrupt Kouhai's Nair. Still looking for them, but the up B not going to connect and instead finding the business end of the F smash, air dodging into the upper platform in order to avoid a direct interaction with Kouhai. But any sort of trade like this is definitely going to go in Pizza Ant's favor for now.
Ooh, man, a game of chicken there with Pizza
Oh,
Ant charging that up smash, but he's able to find the Cyclone, connect, and send Kouhai right off the top there. Town City might have a higher top blast zone, but it's not going to save you when you're a Pichu trapped in a Luigi Cyclone. So Pizza Ant with a 2-0 lead here, looking to quickly seal this off and move on to loser semis, but Kouhai is going to make the reverse 3-0 happen. It's going to start here.
absolutely. This is definitely the place to do so, and it looks like we might be running it back to Town and City, just based on Pizza Ant's gestures. But yeah, that's an interesting pick, and it's one which I don't think served Kouhai all that well in game number 2. But going into game 3, I am. Oh, okay. I was
Yes.
about to say, what adaptations are we getting? No such thing. We are getting the Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic, and we're actually going to be on Battlefield here. So interesting, just overall switch up coming out here from Kouhai. I'm gonna have to see. I'm not too familiar with the Kouhai Sonic. I don't know how much work they've been able to put into this. So we're gonna have to see if it's able to kind of cover the weaknesses that the Pichu had in that game. Ooh, able to get out of the Cyclone there. Oh no, another game of that shield chicken with that charged up smash. Man, Pizza Ant is really putting a lot of pressure onto Kouhai to have to, make these like really rough snap decisions that can change the momentum of the game in an instant.
Yeah, really looking for these, and he is going to be that Cyclone to close out that first stock for Pizza Ant. So far, being able to run away with this lead, despite the change in character, but Kouhai going to be looking for it and actually just going to be sitting on that upper platform instead. And the Zares coming out from Pizza Ant in order to try to keep Kouhai at bay, disrupt the momentum of a spin dash should Kouhai rather choose to go that route. But beautiful stock to close out through the side B for Kouhai.
Yeah, really good. Just back air there, willing to contest that missile, knowing that being at a low percentage, the best you're gonna do is take like 10-15%, and with the stock being one of the potential outcomes in Kohai's favor, it's definitely a trade you would take any day of the week. But like you said, these Zares coming out, able to just really wall out any kind of approach that Kouhai wants to go for. And that time it's going to be the grab coming out, and that will take Kouhai's second stock, putting him on what could be his tournament stock right now.
This is the final stock for Kouhai, and now Pizza Ant just going for these fireballs, trying to wall them out as much as possible. The fair from Kouhai trying to get a little bit more off of it, but not successfully. Retreating back to center stage, which I think was an interesting choice, but still looking for anything that he can in order to keep Pizza Ant off stage as long as possible. Good use of the spring there as well in order to really disrupt Pizza Ant's recovery and actually force that stock.
Yeah, and I think a big factor into what took that stock was the fact that PTM wasn't able to get that wall of Zares out.
Oh my god.
Oh no. It just as it
Oh,
was looking like Kouhai would have been able to take that game, start the comeback, just just the littlest bit past the ledge, unable to make it. Such an unfortunate way to go out.
that was a really unfortunate SD. I mean, because it really did seem like they were starting to make a bit of a comeback and then just really just misplaced the return to ledge. So unfortunate to see. You never want it to be you, but regardless, Pizza Ant did lead a pretty strong set. So I'm glad to have seen, Kouhai did fight back, and I think that the Sonic was proving to be a good decision at the last moment. But again, I think even with that, Kouhai was adapting a little bit slowly, and Pizza Ant definitely still had the lead. So I can't really say what would have happened if it weren't for the SD, but Pizza Ant played a pretty strong game.
Yeah, like throughout all three games, you could tell that Pizza Ant felt very comfortable and, was just able to just overall play that strong game that we saw from him earlier in this tournament as well. Like you were saying, it was just, it just felt like Pizza Ant was just in such a good spot throughout really every moment of this set.
Almost ready
Yeah,
up.
I mean, Pizza Ant was really able to find a lot of those quick conversions, like the Zaire conversion that we saw just now in the grab. Zaire grab into the Cyclone. Just really great stuff from Pizza Ant. Like, clearly he does know his stuff and is able to execute it in these games. And now, actually, that has secured his spot on the next side of losers. He'll be going up against Yeast, actually. So, two very explosive characters coming up for our next set.
Yeah, both these characters really looking for these like super, quick combo games where they get you and just make your stock explode like that and just kind of go crazy. So we could really I feel like it's definitely going to be momentum based going into this losers finals. Like whoever is able to kind of get these early combos and have them work out in their favor is going to be the one who's going to be able to dictate the pace of the match.
Yeah,